Last night, the Raptors won by a franchise record margin of 53 points. So in this video, we'll talk a little bit about the game, but also go into the bigger picture of how this game will affect the rest of the season. Let's get into it. Welcome Raptors fans to EMBARRASS Sports. This is a channel where you get NBA content with a focus on the Toronto Raptors. We do a ton of videos, we do a ton of live streams as well, so make sure you're following us on Twitch, twitch.tv/EMBARRASS Sports, and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the movement as we look to hit 3,000 subscribers in the very near future. Join the movement, join the 2,400 people already subscribed to the channel. But in today's video, we're talking about the historic win yesterday for the Toronto Raptors. We had a lot of fun in our watch along yesterday because the Raptors absolutely ran rampant against the Golden State Warriors. Now, again, let's talk about the Raptors on the scope of the season. Aren't doing particularly well. They're coming off a loss against a G League quality Oklahoma City Thunder, but with all these blemishes on a very difficult season, it is important to appreciate the bright spots, and this was one of the brightest spots that we could ever possibly imagine, beating the Golden State Warriors 130 to 77. The Raptors hit 100 points before the Warriors hit 50 points yesterday, and at one point they were up by 61 points, actually flirting with NBA history. The largest win margin in NBA history is 68 points, and the Raptors in the fourth legitimately had a chance of doing that, but took off their starters for the entire fourth quarter, just left in the bench. The Warriors kept most of their starters out there in the fourth quarter. Not all of them, but that is why, in the end, we couldn't quite break that record. If we wanted to, probably could have gone for it, but a little bit of sportsmanship, a little bit of gamesmanship, so didn't decide to go for that. But what was great yesterday was everything was working for this Raptors team. Clearly everything was working. The offense was rolling. We were knocking down shots. The ball movement was fantastic. And more importantly, the defense was absolutely stellar. The defense was really what made this game because it gave us so many extra possessions and gave us so many fast break opportunities by forcing a ton of turnovers from the Golden State Warriors. In the end yesterday, the Warriors had 21 turnovers, and that is what gave the Raptors all of these extra possessions. The defense was on fire, and the offense, again, we'll go back to the offense and how good the offense was. Pascal Siakam, on his 27th birthday, just about to enter his prime of his basketballing career, had 36 points in only like 2.5 quarters of work before getting taken out of the game to rest up for Monday. Gary Trent, another fine performance from him, 24 points, and not to mention Gary Trent was a plus 54 on the night, which is good for the second best game in terms of plus minus in NBA history since that stat became a thing in I think 1996. Only one player has ever had a better plus minus than Gary Trent Jr. last night, a plus 54. Pascal Siakam was a plus 49. That is good for the fifth highest plus minus in a single game in NBA history. There was a lot of history here. The Raptors were just knocking down shot after shot after shot and keeping the Warriors to no points. Now, we're going to get people crying in the comments that, oh my God, Steph Curry and Draymond Green weren't playing. But look at the Raptors. They have people out as well. Kyle Lowry's out. Is Kyle Lowry Steph Curry? No, Kyle Lowry is not Steph Curry. But when there are 5 NBA players, there are 5 players on the court at a time for the Warriors who are getting paid to play in the NBA, there is absolutely no excuse for losing by 53 points. There is absolutely no excuse to be down by 61 points at a given moment during the game. There is no excuse for this. The Raptors just absolutely destroyed the Warriors from the jump ball, from the tip, and the Warriors were awful. They got humiliated here. And Warrior fans, they may be in the comments who talk about the injuries, but there was absolutely no excuse here for going down like that in a game. The Raptors, as bad as they've been, as down astronomically bad as they've been over the course of this season, they've never been down that bad. It's never been that bad for the Raptors as they cruise again 130 to 77. It was almost surreal watching this game. At one point, it was 101 to 49. It was just you couldn't even believe what you were watching. It was one of those unfathomable experiences where it's inexplicable what you're feeling, and your sense watching the game because the Raptors just would not miss. The Warriors just could not hit anything. And it all started. It was like 30-27 for the Warriors. And then the Raptors all of a sudden took over and made it 52-32, and they just kept rolling with it and rolling with it. The second and third quarters were utterly sensational. The Raptors have typically been horrible in third quarters, but the third quarters where they really, really took over this game. And again, Siakam. What I liked from Siakam here is that he was getting confidence from his three ball. I believe he finished 4 for 9 from 3, 14 for 24 from the field over the course of the game. He was slashing, getting to the rim, going right at this Golden State Warriors defense, getting a ton of layups, getting a ton of the rolls to go, getting fouled. He's drawing a lot more fouls these days. Also, being a very good playmaker. I believe he's averaging a career high in assists this season. A lot of great things to like from Siakam. And Gary Trent looks like his confidence and he's settling in. His confidence is settling into Toronto. He's hitting a lot of threes now. He's starting to get to the rim a little bit more often. Has a bit more flow in the offense, and he was great as well. 24 points again. The plus 54 for Gary Trent Jr. So again, lots of things to take and like about this game. Now, things that I don't like. It wasn't anything about the game. I was running the live stream yesterday. We were watching along, and there were Raptors fans really coming onto the stream to get mad at the Raptors for winning a game because we're in full tank mode apparently. And God, I hate the word tank, but can you really be that bitter and that sorry that you have to come and really try to ruin people's times for enjoying the Raptors winning a game? Because the Raptors, they finished the month of March at 1-13. And this is a new month. They started April off with a win, and these players are out here trying to win every game. And I mentioned about this in my last video. Now, this is something the players really needed, just to completely de-stress themselves after a horrible month of March, just to let everything out in this game, just throw everything on the court and come out and get a monster win, put some smiles on some faces of the players. The players mentally, psychologically needed this win. This is going to give them such a boost for the rest of the season because they must have felt like in that 1-13 stretch that they could not beat anybody. I mean, losing to a G League quality Oklahoma City Thunder team had to have taken a large mental toll on this team. But winning this game definitely is going to alleviate a lot of that stress. A lot of guys were smiling on the court. A lot of guys were having fun on the court. Like, I just love to see the guys bring some good energy, bring the good vibes to the game. And that's what I was enjoying about yesterday. Siakam having a great time on his birthday. What a great birthday for Siakam. 27 years old and showing the haters what he can actually produce on the court if he was given more time on the court. Would have broken his career high of 44 points. No doubt he would have broken that in the fourth quarter. But the Raptors were winning by so much that they didn't even have to play him for like a quarter and a half at the end of the game. They're going to rest him up for Monday as the Raptors look to play the Washington Wizards. And again, anybody who's out here bitter about the Raptors actually winning a game, like, you need to understand here, these are actual players, these are actual human beings out there on the court trying to win game in, game out. They've been struggling, they've had a lack of confidence, but they came out in this one again. They let it all out on the court for the franchise record 53-point winning margin. Honestly, thought at one point they were going to have the NBA record for largest win margin and beat that 68-point win margin that has been previously set. But still, I am very happy. The previous largest win margin in franchise history for the Raptors was last season when we beat the Indiana Pacers by 46 points. Now, that game was also quite ridiculous. But to see what this season has become for this Raptors team, it was nice to see a bunch of those guys get out there, express themselves, have fun, just play basketball and play Raptors basketball, moving the ball in offense, playing stellar defense, forcing over 20 turnovers. We were actually getting rebounds. Chris Boucher was fantastic in his starting role, kept James Wiseman, a 7-footer, at bay. It was so good to see Chris Boucher thrive in that starting role, and I think he's done well enough in this game to warrant starting the next game against the Washington Wizards as well. So much to like about this game. Again, if you're on the tank train, I can understand why, but you got to appreciate a game like this because last night was history. It literally was history. So you got to appreciate that for what it is. You have to enjoy these little moments because we're not going to get a lot of these enjoyable moments over the course of this season, it seems like. So just take it for what it is. Enjoy the bright spots. Celebrate the victory. And we'll see what the bigger picture is at the end of the season. But I am going to rock with this game. I'm going to like it. This might be a bit of a momentum boost for the Raptors as we move on for the rest of the season. Maybe they're going to come out firing against the Washington Wizards. Who knows? Who knows what we can produce off the back of this performance? Maybe we'll go back into a losing rut. But I will always appreciate the fact that I was able to watch the Raptors set the franchise record for largest win margin of 53 points here. And we just got to take that for what it is. The tank train had a bit of a stop here. We'll see if it keeps moving. I hope the Raptors continue to win. I'm currently in the mindset that I would prefer to win. But if we don't win, then I know it means we get a better draft pick. But I want to win every game. Every game I'm out here watching along on stream with you guys, watching along the Raptors game. I'm out here hoping for a Raptors win, and thankfully, we got one last night. So what did you guys make of this game? Were you able to catch this historic performance? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions about this game and about what it means for the rest of the season in the comments down below. But that wraps it up for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, please like the video if you like, and subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports for more content just like this. Tomorrow, we have a Raptors Rebuild Season 2 on 2K21. The live stream tomorrow will be on YouTube. Then we're watching along the game, the Raptors versus the Wizards, Monday night. Then on Tuesday, we're switching to Twitch. We're watching on the Raptors versus the Lakers on Tuesday on Twitch. So make sure to follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Amateur Hour Sports. We already have 56 followers on Twitch. Join those 56 in the transition from the live streams to Twitch. All of the videos will remain on this platform, but all of the great streaming content will be on Twitch from now on, just to separate them, just to isolate them, have them as their own little entity. So make sure you're followed and subscribed to YouTube and on Twitch. At the end of the day, I believe I say, if you disagree, that is okay. We'll see you again next time for another video.